Hi, this is the Parent Power Method Blueprint. I'm super excited to do this. This is going to be my first resource ever where I'm going to be showing you and walking you through it by video to fully explain it so you can take as much value as possible from this resource to make sure you can get the best results. And it's simple, actionable, and you'll know exactly what to do once you get off this resource. So let's dive right into it. No fluff to losing 10 to 20 pounds, boosting energy, feeling strong again without sacrificing your sanity. So why most parents stay stuck? They run on caffeine, barely drink any water, they're sticking to convenient food that typically lead to energy crashes, constant cravings, spiking your insulin, so you're just snacking all day, or you're even skipping meals and then overeating at night because of exhaustion, stress, constantly bending over backwards for everybody else, and you think that exercise needs to be all or nothing. So then you do nothing, and it creates a bunch of inconsistency, which we're not in it for some short-term successes. We don't want to just get ready for that wedding or get ready for that trip to Mexico. We want to create long-lasting change. We want something that's going to be sustainable and having a system and a routine in place to navigate through those ups and downs. And again, prioritizing everybody else, leaving your own health needs on the last of the list. And the truth, you don't need to train like an athlete or be a bodybuilder or meal prep for hours every single day or like for your entire Sunday. You need a simple system that works for your life. The 5 power principles for fat loss and energy. So the first one is the satiety strategy. So eat in a way that naturally controls hunger so you stop relying on willpower. So prioritizing protein. So 30 grams, like I typically go 30 to 40 grams of protein per meal to keep you full and fuel muscle. I would also try to stay away from snacks. We'll talk about what types of snacks if you still decide that you want to have those, but also just having dedicated meals and telling yourself you're not going to eat in between those meals. I would focus on like having diet soda, having lots of water, focusing on gum, coffee with little to no like cream or sugar, maybe some Splenda, maybe a little bit of unsweetened almond milk that's going to have a fraction of the calories, because coffee is also a hunger suppressant. So like that can actually help push you to that next meal. And also just loading up on high fiber foods like veggies, beans, whole grains. Also going for like avocado, like lots of fruits, like apples are great options, very low in calorie. They're slow digesting, so they give you more long lasting energy throughout the day. It's good for your gut health, your nutrient absorption, and it's also just going to fill up your stomach for way less calories. And using volume hacks. So eating more of the right foods, not less overall. So I would even go for like, again, like protein, fiber, watermelon, like lots of melons. They're full of water. Going for popcorn, like going for like Smart Pop, for example. You can have an entire bag of popcorn for like around 200 calories. Just don't add a bunch of butter and oil and stuff like that to it. And dishing restrictions, like allowing 20% of flexibility. Still have one cookie, still have a little bit of stuff on the weekends. Like I even will intentionally approach my weekends only following 80%, so I can still feel like I'm enjoying myself and not just feeling like I just want to binge and just go way off the rails. And finding alternatives, finding things that have less calories but have more protein and are along the same lines. Like instead of going for creamer and milk in your coffee, go for unsweetened almond milk or like oat milk or cashew milk. It's going to have a fraction of the calories. Going for Splenda or going for some kind of natural sweetener with some cinnamon instead of sugar, for example. Like it's going to have way less calories. People have hundreds of calories from their coffees. And the thing is, when it comes to losing weight, you need to be in a caloric deficit. So if you're eating more than your body is burning on a regular basis, you're going to gain weight. So you need to make sure that you're burning more than you're consuming. And muscle is a metabolism hack. So strength training is your shortcut to burning fat even at rest. Like you can actually eat more food, you burn more calories just by having more muscle and just getting stronger. And 3 to 4 times of like full body strength training or like upper lower if you're doing 4, and 20 to 30 minutes. Like 20 minutes is 1% of your day. Do it first thing in the morning. Do it right after you're off work. Don't relax once you get off work or do it during your lunch break. Figure out when is going to be the most consistent time for you, so you can be consistent with it. Because I find for parents doing it in the morning before their kids wake up, before people require their attention, before they're constantly bending over backwards and overextending themselves, getting it done in the morning allows you to deal with stress a lot better. You're in a better headspace. You have more energy during the day. And honestly, statistically, parents just get it done consistently a lot more in the morning. Or if you're going to do it after work, do it before you relax. And making sure you're prioritizing compound movements like squats, lunges, push-ups, deadlifts. Like obviously depends on if you're doing body weight bands or doing it with weights. And if you need some workouts, you just send me the message workouts, and I can give you some workouts based off of the equipment that you have available, or just body weight, if that's all you're able to do. And making sure you're focusing on progressive overload. Like, you can just be burning calories, but not actually stimulating muscle growth. So you need to make sure you're pushing your limits where your muscles are almost giving out, or even are giving out. Because if you're not getting stronger on a week-to-week basis, you're basically just burning calories. And the biggest reason for obesity and having additional body fat is a lack of skeletal muscle. So if you actually just put on more muscle, there's actually a lot of trainers out there that won't even focus on nutrition, or they focus on protein, but they focus on just getting stronger in the gym. And then people will always typically lose body fat and change up body composition. And skipping endless cardio, like doing 10K steps a day for 7 days, burns an additional 3,500 calories, which equates to 1 pound of body fat. And the effortless tracking method. So staying in a calorie deficit without obsessing. So again, aiming for 80% whole food, 20% flexibility, no foods are off limits, and using hand portioning. So palm would be a palm size would be protein, a fist would be carbs, and a thumb would be amount of fats that you want to be having. Because each of the macronutrients per gram have a different amount of calories. With protein and carbs, it's 4 calories per gram. With fats, it's 9 calories per gram. And meal prepping in minutes, not hours. So batch cooking proteins, quick grab veggies. I get like Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, getting things, or like protein bars, beef jerky, just cooking a bunch of meat all at once. That takes me 30 to 40 minutes. And then I just use other recipes associated with that main ingredient. So then I'm basically just ready to go for the entire week. You need to make the healthier foods more convenient so you stick to it. And weekend proof your diet. So planning higher calorie meals into your week so you can still enjoy yourself and still have them here and there during the week, where it's, instead of it being a cheat meal, making it so it's a treat meal, and like you actually fit it in instead of just going way off the rails. And the minimalist workout plan. So maximizing results in minimal time. So you can do 20 to 30 minute workouts, so short, effective, and designed for busy parents, which we do if you just send me the word workouts. And you also mix strength and HIIT for fat loss, muscle building, and metabolic boost. I actually would love to go for a quick 20-minute run where I'd run for 30 seconds, walk for 30 seconds, and do that back and forth for about 15 to 30 minutes. So if you don't want to just do those complicated, a bunch of random body weight moves, just doing that on the treadmill or going on a cycle, that's where spin classes are, that would help you burn more body fat. It's not going to help with muscle, but it'll really help you rev up your metabolism. And training smarter, not longer. So focusing on consistency over intensity, instead of just trying to show up perfectly all the time, doing even a 10-minute workout or a 5-minute workout is going to be better than no workouts. Because the thing is, you need to be able to trust yourself and build the routines and the habits in place where if every time that you can't show up 100%, you just push it off, you're going to continue to push it off. So just by taking a small step, we adopt a lot of the principles from the book of Atomic Habits, or even just doing a 2-minute workout, a 5-minute workout, habit stacking it while you're waiting for the coffee to brew, doing some body weight squats in your kitchen, and just focusing on just small steps over no steps. And you can do them at home or do it at the gym. And also sleeping and making sure that you are hydrating. Because the thing is, when you're not sleeping enough, your ghrelin and your leptin, which are your hunger hormones, go completely out of whack. So you're basically hungrier all the time and you're a lot less satisfied. So even if you have something that normally would fill you up a lot because you didn't sleep a lot the night before, you're going to be ravenous the next day and just go eat a bunch of food. And also, when you're not drinking enough, typically the biggest reason for people being hungry a lot of the time is a lack of hydration. So making sure you're hydrating properly with 3 to 4 liters of water. I would also make sure you're having some electrolytes, having some an electrolyte hydration packet. You can get those little Mio drinks where you can just spray it into your water. And that's going to give you the necessary electrolytes to absorb and hydrate your body, because water can just go right through you. But if you're not absorbing it, you'll still be hungry regardless of drinking a bunch of water. So I typically have that first thing in the morning. And I would say also taking magnesium and vitamin D for your overall sleep quality and also your mental health, because that's super important. Managing stress to doing 5 to 10 minutes of breathing, journaling, walks outside, making sure you're taking rest days, you're stretching, you're not overtraining. Because I know that I'm one of those people that used to work out 7 days a week and I start to injure myself and feel just run down all week. So if you're one of those people, focusing on recovery is also very important. But in most cases, I find it's consistency. That's not the level of like just working out too much. So just focusing on how can I build the most amount of consistency. And that's also like making sure you have systems, like making sure that you're also laying your workout clothes out the night before, figuring out when it makes the most sense. You technically can work out after work, but it sounds really good on paper, but do you have the energy, the time, and the bandwidth to want to do that workout after work? Whereas if you wake up a little bit early, you can actually have a little bit more time to yourself in the morning to start the day, set the tone for the day, have more energy, and start that day off with a win. And regardless of what happens that day, you got a workout in. Even if it was 5 or 10 minutes, and you're gonna have more energy, you're gonna feel better during the day. And everybody that I have gotten to shift over to morning workouts is more consistent, and they're typically just a happier, less stressed out person. So what to do next? You have everything that you need to start seeing results. So the next step would be the implementation. That's where most people struggle trying to go at it alone, getting stuck, falling off track when things get busy, or potentially just getting overwhelmed and shutting down, not wanting to do anything because it just feels like so much. That's why we've created our one-on-one private Hanson Health Academy coaching program to help busy parents apply this system, stay accountable, and get guaranteed results. And we have personalized nutrition and a fitness blueprint tailored to your schedule, direct one-on-one support and coaching so you never feel lost or stuck, weekly check-ins, adjustments, and accountability to keep her progressing, and a proven framework that has helped hundreds of parents get unstuck and feel their best. And if you want to make this your reality, just DM me the word coaching, and we can even set you up with a free game plan call where we can help you create clarity, show you exactly how to overcome the obstacles that you're struggling with. And you can, like, at minimal, walk away with a clear game plan on how to crush your goals. And we can always, like, obviously we can see if it's a good fit and if we're even a good fit to be your coaches. But I'd love to offer a free strategy or game plan call for you to help you implement this into your life. Because the thing is, I can tell you all this information, but implementing it into your lifestyle that's individualized, that is addressing the things that you're struggling with, it's going to be really difficult to implement. So just DM me the word coaching, and we can definitely see if it's a good fit.